Before you jump onto another random diet and exercise plan, let's first try to understand the science behind weight gain and weight loss. That way, you will stop blindly following the diets and actually work on root cause, which is very easy because science makes your life easy, right? Once you know the root cause, you can solve only that instead of doing all the random stuff like detox diets, crash diets, drinking detox juices, cucumber water. I don't know what else random stuff people do, which is never useful, like drinking green tea, drinking black coffee. It's useless. It is wasting your time and effort. So let's understand the science behind weight gain. Welcome to the series. You will never be able to lose weight until, where I tell you mandatory things that you need to do if you want effortless and permanent weight loss transformation. We want permanent results. We don't want temporary weight loss. We want to look good for life. We want to stay healthy for life. And today's topic is until you reduce insulin levels. By the end of this video, you will realize that your slow metabolism was not the problem, your cravings were not the problem, your lack of consistency, lack of motivation was not the problem, lack of self control was not the problem. The problem, the only thing that makes you gain weight is, fix this in your mind, is higher insulin levels in your body. Now, in this video, I'm going to explain what is insulin, how does it make you gain weight, and why you don't lose weight effectively even if you eat less or follow diets or skip meals, etc. Let's first understand what is insulin. Insulin is a hormone that your body has, and that is a fat storing hormone. So, as long as you have higher insulin levels, higher amount of insulin hormone in your body, you will keep on gaining weight, and it is going to be difficult or impossible to lose weight, right? Unless you reduce the insulin, you will not be able to lose weight effectively. Unless you starve yourself, follow rigorous crash diets, severe diets, and lose muscle mass and bone density. So your weight is going to reduce on weighing scale, but it is not going to be a fat loss. It is going to be a completely, what I would say, you will slowly move towards death because you're losing muscle, you're losing bone density, your overall, you will start to look gaunt and lifeless. So if you want to lose fat effectively, reduce insulin. Let's first understand how insulin makes you fat, why insulin levels increase in your body. See, the culprit is simple: high carbohydrates. If we constantly keep on eating carbohydrates in every meal, take example of typical Indian diet. We drink tea in the morning, we eat some poha or something which is all carbohydrates. It is not just sugar, not just sugar raises insulin, it is the overall carbohydrates. Then it includes poha, idli, whatever the typical carbohydrate breakfast we have in India, right? So in the morning you ate simple carbohydrate breakfast, it raised insulin. Again at lunch you ate dal, sabzi, roti, chawal, that is also majorly carbohydrates, right? And that raises your insulin. Again you eat something after 2-3 hours, and again at 4 to 5, maybe some chivda or whatever, namkeen or something you crave, something sweet, you ate that, and again it raised insulin. Again in dinner you just ate, maybe suppose you ate rice or roti, that also raised your insulin, right? So you keep on, in every meal, whenever you put food in your mouth, you keep on raising the insulin, you keep on adding more and more insulin. That's how it raises your insulin levels. Insulin's job is to take the glucose, take the sugar from your blood, which is, see, how does sugar come to your blood? When you eat simple carbohydrates, rice, roti, dal, chawal, poha, whatever, sugar, whatever, it gets digested quickly and it releases glucose in your blood. That's how blood glucose level increases. And insulin takes this glucose, fills it into different kinds of cells, and excess sugar is filled into fat cells. Yes, the excess sugar, excess glucose which got created because of carbohydrates, your that insulin collects this glucose, converts it into fat, and stores it into the fat cells. This is how you get fat. And what people think is, if I'm eating extra fat in the food, if I'm eating fatty food, then that is making me fat. If I'm eating fried puri, then it is making me fat. See, it is not the oil that was making you fat, it is the puri, carbohydrate from the puri was making you fat. right? So people, so now you understand it's stupidity to eat air fried puris, right? Because it was never the fat that made you fat. It was the carbohydrates, excess simple carbohydrates that made you fat. That carbohydrate raised glucose levels, glucose raised insulin, and insulin collected all that glucose, converted into fat, and stored it into your fat cells. So now you understand the root causes higher insulin levels. See, why do we actually have that mechanism to store the fat? Right? If it was so harmful, why do we even have that mechanism in our body? See, whenever we have lower energy, whenever we are not able to eat food, whenever we are using extra energy, even when we are working intensely in office, even if sitting at a job, at a desk job, we are still using our brain, right? It is also consuming a lot of calories. So whenever we have a lot of work or we are not able to eat, our body should be able to sustain, it should be able to survive, right? That's why we store that fat to be used later. But the problem in today's world is we have been eating so much simple carbohydrates consistently that we have such higher levels of insulin that it is not allowing our body to burn that fat. That's why whenever you eat less or whenever you skip meals, whenever you follow crash diets, your body is not able to burn that fat effectively. Because insulin's job, think of insulin as a doorkeeper. it there is a storage room which is your body fat, right? And your insulin's job is to just keep pushing fat in that storeroom, and it is standing at the door as a doorkeeper. It is not allowing your body to open the door to burn that fat, right? Because insulin's job is just to lock it inside, don't allow it to burn, right? So that's why even when you skip the meal, suppose you're skipping the dinner or you're eating very less, but you still have higher insulin levels in your body will not be able to burn that fat because insulin is standing at the door. Insulin's job is to lock that fat inside. Then what is the solution? Simple. If you want fat loss, if you want your body to burn that fat effectively, see, if you're fat, your body already knows that it has excess fat. It's like a disease. If you're very very fat, your body knows that it has a disease, it needs to burn that fat, but it is not able to burn that fat because insulin is standing as guard at the door. It is not allowing, higher insulin levels are not allowing your body to burn that fat. The solution is simple: reduce the insulin. How? By controlling the carbohydrates. You can completely start skipping the carbohydrates, but that will cause a lot of stress on your body and your mind. You can gradually reduce the carbohydrates in your meal and start replacing it with food items which do not raise insulin. And those food items are good quality protein and good quality fats, which is good quality protein as in all kinds of meat and milk products. That is good quality protein, right? Like paneer and curd and all, right? And good fats are ghee, butter, cheese, paneer, nuts, seeds. You can add that, right? So what you need to do is you need to again start designing your meals such that you keep on reducing the carbohydrates and keep on adding protein. So I'm not asking you to eat less. Remember that that would be a crash diet. Don't skip meals, don't eat less. See, if you're eating 2 roti or 3 roti sabzi for lunch, reduce 1 roti, start eating 2 rotis and add more protein to it. Maybe add egg, maybe add chicken, whatever you can. That's how you do it. The lesser carbohydrates you eat, the faster fat loss you're going to get. So do some trial and error, reduce carbohydrates as much as you can, and then start adding good quality protein. That will also give you nutrition. If you want to know exactly how to do that, how to gradually reduce carbohydrate, add good protein, so that it is very easy for you to transition and it becomes very easy to lose weight because you will naturally reduce insulin in your body, right? So if you want to know that, I have created another training on YouTube. I'll put the link in the description. Go and check it out. It is a very simple training where I teach you how to gradually reduce carbohydrates and how to add protein. I'll tell you the benefits and I'll also tell you the recipes which you can follow, so that the journey is enjoyable. You're not torturing yourself by eating boiled chicken or boiled broccoli. You're actually adding taste to your meal, so you're eating much tastier food than before. That is the way to go. So stop blaming yourself for lack of motivation, lack of consistency. It is not your fault. You just needed to understand this one thing, the basic thing, and if you apply, you lose weight just like that. I hope this video helps. If you have liked this information, give it a quick like and subscribe to my channel. Also share this with someone who you care about and who needs to know the truth, the science behind weight gain and weight loss, so that you are able to help them.